Hello Scorpio, Sagittarius. Thank you so much for coming to my channel. If you like the way I read and you like my videos, then go ahead and give me a thumbs up and subscribe. That would be awesome. Thank you to all the new subscribers, all the people coming back. I appreciate each and every one of you. So I'm wanting to reach out and make the cuspers aware of their element. So if you notice on the regular zodiac wheel, we break the elements up into groups of 3. So there's 12 zodiac wheels and there's 4 elements. Well, when you become a cusper, the cuspers have their own elements. So in a way you have the 2 regular elements of the Scorpio and the Sagittarius element separately, and then you have the element of those 2 together. So the element for Scorpio Sagittarius happens to be revolution. So revolution talks about movement. It talks about movement. An example would be the earth, movement of the earth around the sun. That is what they're referring to revolution. It also talks about orbital motion around another object. So revolution talks about sudden or grand change, a very sudden change. It also states it is forcible overthrow of a new system. So forcible overthrow of a new system. There's somebody who is very high charge in a certain country who is actually a cusper. He is the element of revolution, which nobody seems to be talking about it. I've noticed it and I've dropped a couple comments about it, but nobody seems to pick up on it. I have concerns about it. So forcible overthrow of a new system. So you're here to, in the Latin term, talks about a rollback, a turnaround, a sudden or grand change. So I do feel like your element here is changing things in a fast, speedy manner. So I don't know if you have a job that revolves around that, if your life is pertaining to that in some situation, but your element is revolution, sudden change, forcible overthrow. So obviously most of you vibrate at the frequency of love and that positive energy, so your elements are going to be in the white light down here on earth. So you're going to try and make people aware of situations they have the ability to change to bring positivity into their life. So let's pull the cards. The first one is courage. So this would be Leo placement. It could be 25 if you add the numbers, would be 7, which is a heaven number to me. So courage. It talks about you gaining a lot of strength going towards what you want in this life. Maybe it's been hard for you to get what you want. People may not listen. People may try to overthrow you, you feel, in lots of situations where you're just like, what is going on? Why does everybody try to overthrow me on stuff? People could compete with you that you don't even are aware they're competing with you. Lots of discrepancies around your life that you may not be wanting to bring into your life, but because of your element, they're coming into your life for you to handle them and teach others how to handle them. So the next one is heaven. Wow, beautiful. So this talks about being a connection, being able to communicate with heaven, being able to get messages and be very clear of those messages and not being fearful. Maybe a lot of you are finding courage because you have been getting downloads, or you're going to start from the portal. And I always say if they're fearful, if you're fearful, they try and stop. They don't want to scare you, but if they want to communicate to you, they will keep trying, and they'll try to make you not be fearful of them. There's no reason to be fearful. So the next one for you is trust. Wow, that's weird that came out. So I do feel like somebody around you is trying to lure you and be distrustful. The heavens are trying to protect you. It's something about your courage. So I feel like somebody is testing your strength, how brave you are. Somebody is testing your connection to the other side, your loved ones. I do feel like, yeah, there's definitely a mistrustful person around you, trying to lure you. Which, if you're in revolution, they could be trying to lure you into something because your element is to overthrow them. Not really overthrow them, just out them on whatever their revolution is. Butterfly, wow, very beautiful, the soul. So this talks about 28 would be an ending. If you add 28, it would be 10, excuse me. I feel like something about you is shifting to where you have the courage to change something, and it made you more beautiful. It made your soul light up more. It made you connected to the heavens more in a good way. And I don't want to scare anyone. It just means that you'll be able to get more messages because you shifted something in your vibration or your belief system to be open. So then you have wisdom, owl. Look at this. This is beautiful. So the lady in the white dress in the picture, and she's got an owl on the hand, and the owl is protecting her. And then you have the wings from the universe protecting you. This is that your wisdom and heaven card. I feel like this is, your wisdom is protected at a high level from heaven and your ancestors. A lot of you don't understand the power of your wisdom down here on earth and your element of revolution. And I feel like we are in the time now where that's one of the strongest elements. I'm sure they all are, but this is very, very obvious to me. So then you have fierceness. So this talks about sticking up for yourself. This again is 5. There is a change, very big change coming towards you. And they're saying be fierce but be ethical. Be fierce but be calm. So exert your aggressiveness to this untrustworthy person or person trying to use you, but use your wisdom and your soul wisdom to keep your energy. So try not, how do I explain it? Exert your wisdom and your energy without losing any of it, without anyone being able to grab it, if that makes sense. So keep it to yourself, but learn how to direct what you need to say and act aggressive towards other people without losing your energy. I hope that makes sense. So now I'm going to switch to the Soul's Journey lesson cards. So the first one is blame. I accept responsibility for my well-being. So I do feel like a lot of people blame you with the revolution element. That would just be a given, that people blame you for a lot of stuff. I do feel like something about your change. Maybe you got blamed for something and that prompted the soul change. The soul change is something changing to align more with your spirituality, your religion, your soul belief, something like that. So then you have self-esteem. I possess the gifts of the soul that benefit me and others. I do feel like you have a very powerful gift of wisdom to teach others about revolution here. There is an energy that the revolution is wanting to take place, but there are people who are earthbound to use their energy to stop a revolution, is what I feel. They can use their energy to thwart a bad energy revolution. And I feel like a lot of you are going to become aware of that energy. So the next one is love. I commit to the practice of seeing the good in all things. See, this is why you got this task or this element, because you vibrate at a very high love frequency. You have a lot of passion for love. You're able to heal. You're able to communicate correctly, and your self-esteem is at a high energy. And you may not feel like this. So I feel like people may attack your self-esteem. They may tell you that you're too confident. And I feel like somebody doing something to your self-esteem and or your love is what changed your soul, prompted your soul to change, to your energy to up-level. So the dragon wisdom is new world. So you are going into a new world. Something has shifted. I do feel like that. The soul change, that you have different, your frequency is stronger and its purpose is more obvious. So fear, wow. So I do feel like this could either talk about fear, kept your self-esteem low, but you vibrated at a love frequency and you overrode that fear. So I do feel like you are fearful of what's coming, the energy and your skill set and what you're supposed to do when this comes in, but they're saying you have everything you need to do what you are here to accomplish. You have everything within your reach. So the next one is nutrition. So nutrition talks about eating healthy, getting enough sleep, being around positive-minded people, being around people who support you. Your environment is part of how you feel about yourself. So if you're in an environment that is not conducive to your well-being that can be detrimental to your energy. So be aware of that. I feel like there is something affecting your nutrition, otherwise it wouldn't have came up. So try to think of what that could be. So the next one for you, Scorpio Sagittarius, is 6 rolling. So this talks about love. You have love up here. This to me is vibrating really high in love and on a foundation of love, to where you set boundaries to keep negative energy away from you and your love. So I do feel like that could be part of nutrition, being healthy, set healthy boundaries to keep people away from your loved ones, your job, whatever it is that you care about. The next one is watching, number 11, a master number. I do feel like there's somebody who is very cold to you, who you possibly blocked, who watches you. This person could be far away from you, like live at a distance, I'm feeling. But I feel like it's old energy, like you haven't dealt with this person in a long time. And the next one is empowering. 7 is a heaven number to me. I do feel like you have empowered yourself with this positive energy. This and this right here is empowering, setting boundaries, vibrating in a love frequency that is very beautiful to your energy and the energy around you, the frequency of the universe, the earthbound energy, just beautiful a lot of way around. And you have a very tough task, if you don't have the toughest task of all the elemental cuspers down here, because I am glad I do not have your element, because that is just like so obvious to me that it's here present in this earth realm right now. So I see where some people have already been guided to incorporate their energy into that revolution. I feel like it happened on a certain day at the beginning of the year. To me, that was definitely the revolution, the positive energy people placed on the earth realm to help incorporate and keep that energy and revolution going in a positive energy for the earth. I hope that makes sense. Thank you so much. Bless you.